Good evening, good day. All right, let's get started in a comfortable standing position. Feeling your feet rooted into the earth. The chi traveling up your spinal column through the crown of your head. Connecting you to the sky and the earth at once. Relaxing your shoulders, your hips, your knees, your ankles. Opening up some space in the joints. Bringing softness anywhere you notice tension. And we'll bring our hands to either side of the lower dantian, beneath the belly button, palms facing each other. And we'll do a little breathing exercise as usual. As you breathe in, let the hands expand out. And as you breathe out, them draw back in. Continuing like this at your own pace. And as we develop our practice, we move more and more towards breaths that are long, slow, deep, and even. If you'd like, you can let the hands float up to the chest and continue with this cycle. Particularly going to focus on the lungs today, the lung and large intestine meridians, the metal element, which are all associated with autumn. Imagine you're bringing white light into your chest, filling your lungs with pure white light. And bring the hands to rest over the chest. Right, and then we'll form, it's called cactus arms in yoga, so making kind of this football goalpost shape with the arms. And then we're going to come forward, bringing the backs of the hands to face each other, stretching the arms. The back can be a little bit rounded, but we're more so bending in the knees as we extend forward. Opening up the upper body, the arms, where the lung and large intestine channels run. This is called Open and Close the Gate. And it can also remind us of one of the functions of the lung in Chinese medicine to form, to provide qi for our immune system, essentially, our wei qi, which is the qi on our surface. That's the kind of first interaction with the outside world. So keeping out pathogens if it's healthy. So kind of like reminiscent of the heart protector, if you remember over the summer. We did some exercises for that. That also has a kind of gate function, more so with things of an emotional nature. So working with the lung can help us boost our immune system, which is important, particularly at this time of year, as we know. And then the next exercise we'll step 1 foot out, so into kind of a bow stance here, some width between the feet like you're on railroad tracks rather than on a tightrope. The back foot is at about a 45-degree angle to the front foot. And so the leg motion is going to look like this, sinking into that front knee, not going any further than the toe to protect the knee, and then sinking into the back leg. So the legs are doing the bulk of the work, as with a lot of Fengyang Qi Gong. So the arms are going to cross as we come forward and then uncross overhead, so that you can kind of lean a bit forward and back, but without straining. Really, like I said, letting your legs do the work in this posture. And the arms just floating through the air. This is called Touch the Sea, Look at the Sky. And it reminds us of the lungs' connection to the spirit realm, or to heaven, the heavens, or inspiration in Chinese medicine. So the lung is said to be our connection to that spirit realm. So autumn is a great time to kind of deepen or recommit to your spiritual practice, whatever that may be. And we'll step the feet in together and step the other foot out. So again, in bow stance, wide stance, back foot at a 45-degree angle. And we'll continue on this side. So as the days get darker, it can be a natural kind of encouragement to spend more time in reflection or meditation or prayer or doing Qigong. And the peak time of the lung is approximately 3 to 5 a.m. So if you are up at that time, it's a particularly great time for those kind of spiritual practices, receiving inspiration from the heavens. together. Palms turning out, breathe in, lifting the hands overhead, and then turn the palms face down, perhaps breathing in some inspiration right now, or white light. Imagine filling your body, filling your lungs. All right, and we'll step the feet together, and we'll step out to one side, sweeping the hands up, palms facing up. Then we'll bring them alongside the rib cage and push out, sinking down, and then palms facing down. We'll lift back up, pulling the hands back in, and step together. And then we'll step to the other side and repeat on that side. Palms facing up. Tuck the hands under the shoulders and push. You can imagine as you're doing this, breathing in white light into the lungs, releasing anything you want to let go of. It's another big part of the mental element, letting go, right? The major function of the large intestine. You need to let go of what doesn't serve us, to allow space for new inspiration, for clean, pure qi for the lungs. Relax the arms to the sides. And the animal associated with the mental element, or one of them, is the tiger. So form tiger claws and paws for this exercise. So this one we're going to draw one arm back, turning the torso in that direction, forming the tiger claws. We come forward, turning in the opposite direction, and then the other arm coming after that one. So alternating side to side, turning the torso in the direction of the arm that's moving forward. And you can add a leg motion to this. So stepping out the alternate leg of the arm coming forward. That leg is going to be straight, the knee unlocked, of course, and the back leg bending. So from the front, looks like this. Remembering to turn the torso side to side. And if you have more space, you can make this into a walk. So stepping forward like so. Imagining perhaps you're a tiger on the hunt, embodying that kind of cool, calm composure of a tiger. Next part, usually two parts with the animal Qigong, is simply circling the hands and getting this nice wrist stretch, and then lifting them up overhead, opening them, circling them again, closing into loose fists, lowering the fists, opening them at the chest, palms facing down, and we'll repeat. So, circling, lifting, opening, circling into loose fists, lowering, open the palms. We'll come into horse stance, wide stance, like we're sitting on a horse, back straight. And we're going to do bow and arrow posture. So crossing the hands in front of the body. The front hand is going to be pulling back on the bow, as the hand closer to your chest is going to be coming forward with the ring, middle, and pinky folded down. So just the index and thumb are extended. The fist at about shoulder height. So we're getting this stretch through the shoulders from the, might be your right hand if you're mirroring me, to your left elbow, like you're taking aim, and then we'll straighten the legs as we cross again. Now the opposite hand comes in front and pulls the arrow to the opposite side, index and thumb extended. So those are the fingers where the lung meridian and the large intestine meridian begin and end. And we'll cross the hands in front and switch back. Continuing side to side. One more, ending on the opposite side that you started on. And come back to standing regularly. I'll bring the hands up in front of the chest, palms kind of loosely facing forward, holding the moon. And then we'll push them out, and palms facing outward on either side. And then gently cross the arms in front of the chest without touching the arms. A little space between the chest and the arms. And we'll breathe. And as we breathe, move the arms in sync, expanding out as we breathe in and sinking in as we breathe out. In sync with the lungs. So, in Chinese medicine, it's not only physical things that can cause ailments, but emotional as well plays a big role, so I'm sure you know. And so too much grief or sadness can injure the lungs. So this is a posture to maybe kind of acknowledge any grief or long-term sadness stored in the lungs. Give it some attention and let go of what you can. And we'll bring the arms, folding them against the back, kind of the mid to lower back where it's about the bottom of the lungs or the rib cage and in line with the transverse colon. So just feeling that point of connection between the two organs of the metal element. And then we'll bring the hands, the backs, facing each other in front of the lower dantian. releasing any waste, anything that no longer serves us. And then we'll bring the hands to form a ball in front of the torso. The upper hand at the middle dantian, the bottom hand at the lower dantian approximately. And just taking a moment to feel the connection between the palms, imagining that ball of chi. And when you're ready, we'll reach one arm toward the sky, one towards the earth, palms facing each respectively, stretching through the side body. Form that ball again and reverse and stretch. And let's turn to one side, bringing both hands up overhead, palms facing the sky. Turn forward, palms facing in. Maybe close your eyes as you lower your hands, imagining you are filled with white light. Maybe especially focusing on the lungs. And when you're ready, we'll turn to the other side, palms facing the sky. Turning forward, close our eyes as the palms lower, facing in. Imagine, again, being filled with white light. Maybe now focusing especially on the large intestine. Continue this at your own pace. The next time you complete a round, just let your hands rest at your sides. Thank you for practicing with me. Hope you have a great week.